This is Newcap News with Brian Lentz.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. 2 people are currently in police custody for the murder of a Lloydminster man. RCMP responded to a call for assistance at a local apartment building just after midnight. 47-year-old Shane Victor Linus died from serious injuries shortly after police arrived. Members of the Lloydminster RCMP detachment, as well as the RCMP's Major Crimes Unit and Forensic Identification Section, are involved. Police have arrested but not yet charged 2 individuals as part of the homicide investigation. Police are not seeking any other individuals and say that this was not a random incident. Also in Saskatchewan, the SUMA meeting wrapped up in Regina last week, giving municipal leaders a chance to ask provincial ministers questions directly. The city's wastewater treatment plant was brought up at the meeting, with new Minister of Government Relations Warren Kading saying the issue will be at the top of the agenda.
He's aware of our application for funding. He was well briefed on that, which made me feel really good. Did he have all the answers I was looking for? No. We're still waiting for some answers because this is an arrangement between 3 various governments, including making us the 4th. So as you can appreciate, we've still got some hurdles to get through, but we're working at it.
Another big topic was the government announcing municipalities won't be receiving any extra revenue from what they already see based on the 1% sharing of the PST that was established 10 years ago.
What they've told us is that there will not be an increase this year, and basically next year they're holding it at that point. Until the province gets their financial sheet in a position they'd like to be in a positive side rather than a negative, it's resulting in less money for us.
That extra funding is allowed to be allocated for any project decided by the city. Mayor Albers adding the city will have to wait for the provincial government to announce its budget in April before seeing exactly how the cuts will impact Lloydminster. City Council has moved forward on several big projects for Lloydminster in 2018. There's also more work to be done regarding operations for facilities like the Lloydminster Golf and Curling Centre. Josh Ryan has more.
A forensic audit of the Lloydminster Facilities Corporation revealed that the City of Lloydminster was owed approximately $1 million by the corporation as of last April. This represents an annual budget shortfall of around $125,000 since 2010. Mayor Gerald Albers says this information is critical moving forward with operating the Lloydminster Golf and Curling Centre.
From a budgetary perspective, it wasn't the process and procedures in place that I'd like to see, and I believe that was saw by council as well. That's what led to the audit to start with.
We know that this operational review that's coming up will provide us with an opportunity to look at what is it supposed to look like, what is it supposed to cost taxpayers.
Despite the audit's findings, it was a largely positive session, as council has awarded the agreements for both the street improvement program and the water and sewer main replacement program to Bar Engineering. This should help with the completion of both projects before the end of 2018.
It challenges us a little bit, but that's why, as administration said, if we don't move forward today, I understand what they're saying. We have to go back to retender or re-look at things.
And council has accepted the declaration from the heart of Treaty 6 reconciliation. Mayor Albers will officially sign the document in March. Josh Ryan, Newcap News, City Hall.
The Lloydminster Casino continues to be built and excitement around the project continues to grow. Work began on the casino in November of last year. The project is being overseen by Yellowhead Construction.
Progress is good there. We'll be moving forward to, getting the roof on and the cladding, in the coming weeks. I think that realistically, the building, the casino itself, should be done sometime in that late August, mid-September.
The finished product will provide long-term employment for over 140 people.
At this stage, as I say, it's coming along very nicely. We're getting very positive response from people in the community.
Yellowhead states the casino is on schedule and right on budget. Well, Lloydminster will be one of 120 communities across Canada to take part in a walk to raise money and awareness for homelessness later this month. Since 2012, local residents have come out to support the Coldest Night of the Year charitable event.
The City of Lloydminster have been very supportive in the past, and I expect that support will continue. Our goal this year is for 14 teams. Right now we're sitting at 12. So that's a good response so far.
With the return of freezing cold temperatures to the border city, the men's shelter relies on donations to supplement its operational budget.
This money goes directly to the operations of the Lloydminster Men's Shelter, and it'll cover our day-to-day expenses and staffing costs.
For more information on how to register for the coldest night of the year, visit cnoy.org. Well, Lloydminster City Hall is a landmark in the region, visible to anyone traveling on Highway 16. It is, however, a relatively new addition to the city's landscape. As we see in this week's edition of Retrospect, the new building was proposed as a solution to a number of problems for City Council and administration.
City Council says it's time to picture a new City Hall for the next millennium.
Well, I think it's an excellent idea. I think the City Hall is long overdue. We're very crowded where we are, and anytime you have two facilities housing the work of the same city, it means a lot of time is spent just going from one office to the other office, and I'm all for building another City Hall.
They had a plan and they made it work.
The plan? To bring City Council and administration from two separate buildings under the same roof, allowing for faster communication and space to grow alongside the city's population.
The old buildings were crowded, the heating systems were not the best, they just weren't efficient buildings, and of course they're all too small.
From concept drawings in '98 to a scale model in '99 to moving into the new building in 2000, the project moved quickly, and this City Hall is expected to last even longer than the old one.
We always had the Meridian School on this site, and of course it lifed out, and it was time to put a new landmark here, and I think you have it now, and I think the community will have this for another 100 years, and it'll be just fine.
That's all for Retrospect.
This is Newcap Sports.
All levels of Steelers hockey are approaching regular season's end, and the Midget Elite version are still battling for a home playoff berth. Lance Phillips reports from the Service Sports Center on the backside of a pair of weekend games for the Midget Elites.
After a 5-2 win over Grand Prairie a day before, the Midget Elite Steelers offense disappeared in a 2-0 loss Sunday. Entering that match, the Steelers had scored 11 goals over their last 4 games, but that came to an abrupt end due to one factor.
In the last few games, it's starting to come along for them, and we're creating some offensive chances, and today Grand Prairie's goalie played very, very well.
Although Grand Prairie's Paige Jasmine kept Lloydminster off the score sheet, the Steelers only have 2 losses in their past 5 games and are winning those games at just the right time.
The girls are working hard, really working at getting the pucks out with speed and putting pressure on the other team, and then just trying to get the puck to the middle of the ice in the offensive zone and not be left to the outside.
I think just teamwork in general. Like throughout the year, we've been growing as a team, and you can really see it on the ice.
With 6 games left in the season, the Steelers are locked in a 3-way battle for third, and with regulation wins earning 3 points, wins are critical over the next 3 weeks.
I've said to the girls, we're in control of our own destiny right now. We play Edmonton next weekend. We come out and play well and put some wins together, we'll be in the right place.
Lance Phillips, Newcap Sports, Lloydminster.
Holy Rosary's annual senior boys and girls basketball tournament took place this weekend, and it was a big deal considering both Holy Rosary teams are defending champions. Lance Phillips has more on the boys' semifinal against a team the Raiders have battled numerous times.
The path to a 3rd consecutive Holy Rosary Invitational Championship ended Saturday for the Raiders boys in a 98-90 loss to Father Mercredi of Fort McMurray. It wasn't the type of game the Raiders are known for when the ball isn't in their hands.
They beat us in transition down the floor a ton, and they got way more second shots than we like to give up. Tough to give up 99 points and win the game, even though we scored over 90.
We had a lot of simple mistakes that are easy to fix, and we had a lot of breakdowns, mental breakdowns mostly, and I think we can improve on that majorly. Like, we didn't play the way that we usually play, and when we do play the way that we play, I'm confident in our team, 100%.
Year after year, the Raiders put out a good product on the court, and despite the loss, 2018 is no different.
We have confidence in each other. We are confident in general, so we know that we can win, and that's one of those things that not a lot of teams have.
When we're working on our transition, when we're running our offense, when we're using our help defense, we're tough to beat.
Holy Rosary's tournament, like Lloyd Comp's Hugh Morrell a week earlier, is special to both players and coaches for a variety of reasons.
Well, it's good because we don't have many home games. There's not many teams around here that we can play or that want to play us, so it's good to have 3 home games here.
Well, I've been playing on this team since grade 10, and in grade 10 we were not favored to win this tournament at all, and that was the first year that we actually won the tournament. And we've been winning it for 2 years, so it's kind of tough, but I'm not that worried about it. We're more focused on zones as a team.
Lance Phillips, Newcap Sports.